Bonjour and welcome to Paris Top Tips. Last week I showed you the best neighborhoods to stay in while you're in Paris. Today, as I've been asked by subscribers, I will tell you all about the neighborhoods where you should definitely not stay when you're in Paris. I will start with two video extracts from YouTubers who have had unfortunate experiences in these neighborhoods.
What?
Pourquoi tu filmes?
Film what?
Pourquoi tu vas
Don't
filmer?
touch me, man.
Viens.
Don't touch me.
Non.
I'm not
Allez.
filming. Hey,
Non.
what?
Qui ne filme
Let
pas?
me go.
Non.
Let me go.
Non.
Let me go. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Pourquoi tu filmes les gens?
Film what? What the fuck is this? What's wrong with you? Alright, so I'm here in the Château Rouge part of Paris, and this is where the incident happened. And I just talked to the police, and she said this area of town you gotta be really careful because they can even mug you. You can get mugged here.
Hi guys, welcome to Paris. I am finally here and I'm so excited. This place that I have is an Airbnb and it's honestly relatively cheap for Paris. As a woman, I do not feel safe. So in Paris, there's an area called Porte de la Chapelle. And literally when you talk to somebody in Paris, they will all say, as long as you don't live near Porte de la Chapelle, you're fine. Guess where Poppy lives? I live right next to Porte de la Chapelle. I get a lot of stares on the street. I get a lot of people harassing me all the time. Yesterday was not okay. Under the bridge, there was like a group of, I don't know, like 15, 20 guys all sitting under the bridge. They were really obnoxious, and then they all start like rushing towards me, started saying like gross things, and then he grabbed me, came over and he grabbed me and pulled me down, and then and he kissed me, and I was screaming, and so these three women came running, and actually a few cars had stopped too, and they like walked me like one on each side and like walked me away from them, and they were talking to me about like, you know, this area is not safe here in Paris, you need to be really careful here. All these people, they don't have jobs, they have nothing to do during the day, and they see like a pretty woman and you're dressed in shorts and a tank top, and I was like, yeah, because it's hot out right now, it's really hot. And she's like, yeah, I know, just like around this area.
Poppy's story is heartbreaking, and I encourage you to check out her YouTube channel, as well as Real Black Boxes, to see the full stories. Fortunately for Poppy, she was quickly helped by passers-by, and nothing more serious happened to her that day. However, she decided to move very quickly to no longer stay in this neighborhood. My goal in sharing with you these two stories is not to install fear or prevent you from visiting Paris. Paris is still a city of light. Paris is a never-ending party. But like most big cities in the world, all is not beautiful and shiny here. There are places where you really shouldn't go at night, and for some, even in broad daylight, as in Poppy's adventure. So if you're coming to Paris soon and want to know which neighborhoods to avoid in Paris to stay in a safe place, I'll show you in this video where not to go. The QPV, Quartier de Politique de la Ville, are designated as neighborhoods with social and economic difficulties by the French government. QPVs are in blue on this map of Paris. A QPV does not necessarily mean insecurity, but delinquency is on average more intense here than everywhere else. In the QPV, there are 4 times more people implicated in violent robberies. As of 2023, there are 73 QPVs in Paris. These neighborhoods are located throughout the city, with the largest concentrations in the northern and eastern part of Paris. These are the neighborhoods where a tourist should not stay. The government also provides these maps of each QPV with a boundary strip of 300 meters. I'll put you in the comments the link to this official map. And unless if you find it interesting to stay in these working class neighborhoods where meeting people can sometimes be very rewarding, my advice is simple. Don't look for a hotel or an apartment inside the purple areas. Located in the 18th arrondissement, a stone's throw from the Sacré-Cœur, the Goutte district, Barbès-Rochechouart and Château Rouge metro stations has large numbers of North African and Sub-Saharan residents. It is a very popular district, and there are a lot of sellers of contraband or counterfeit products, but also scammers, pickpockets, three-card trick players. Porte de la Chapelle is the main exit of Paris towards the north of France. In addition to the difficulties linked to the presence of a large number of homeless refugees, the neighborhood combines problems of cleanliness, prostitution, drugs, insecurity and crime. This is where Poppy, the YouTuber whose video was shown at the beginning, had rented an Airbnb and where she was harassed. You can see in this poor quality video I filmed a group of crack dealers and addicts at Porte de la Chapelle. If you look at the Airbnb map of this neighborhood, you will see that flats here are indeed way cheaper than in the rest of Paris. But they also all try to scam you, calling the apartment they rent Flat Montmartre, when going to Montmartre from there is a minimum 35-minute walk. The 19th arrondissement, in the northeast of Paris, is both the arrondissement that has the largest number of QPVs, there are 7 here, but also the most criminogenic in Paris, mainly for intentional assault and battery, destruction and damage. The most sensitive neighborhoods of the 19th are Stalingrad, Riquet, Cambrai, Place des Fêtes, Danube and Belleville. Clearly, an arrondissement where tourists should never stay. The 10th arrondissement of Paris is not a dangerous arrondissement, but it also has a neighborhood to avoid or at least to just cross, the north of the arrondissement with the Gare du Nord district in particular. This station is one of the busiest in the world, with 700,000 daily passengers. And the district has become the territory of drug addicts where assault, fights, thefts are part of the daily lives of residents. It is also the district of Paris with the most sexual assault. These men here are selling smuggled cigarettes just outside the Gare du Nord metro station. When you come to visit Paris, especially if you come with children, you may not want to meet prostitutes downstairs from your hotel. Street prostitution exists in many places in Paris. Here are the places to avoid. Boulevard Bessières, Ney and McDonald on the north of Paris, Rue Saint-Denis and Porte Saint-Denis and Porte Saint-Martin, Boulevard de la Villette in the Belleville neighborhood. I don't want to paint in all black. Paris is no more dangerous than any big city, if you follow some basic safety rules. Whether in the sensitive neighborhoods I've just described, or in chic or tourist areas. In fact, as tourists, it's in these last areas that you're most likely to get scammed or pickpocketed. I hope this video will be useful to you. If you liked it, please press the like button, and even better, please subscribe to my channel to see many more videos like this one.